92.5
XTU.
Mekhi Phifer is here on 92.5 XTU.
Yes, yes.
The big movie coming out that everyone's been anticipating. Congratulations. The first run was amazing. And an amazing box office. I mean, what a tremendous series. This really turned out to be Divergent.
It's great to be a part of something like this, you know, with the energy and the fans and you know, their anticipation of it all, and you know, and sort of this worldwide, you know, phenomenon, if you will, you know, with you know everyone around the world looking forward to, you know, seeing it.
What are you into series? Like, are you into the whole story thing? Like, are you trying to figure out what's?
I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going, where my character's going. I don't know. You know, you know, this is my first time doing it.
What does it say for the future of the world? Like, where with this mysterious war? Like, there's a lot of stories out there like that. Like, I was looking at it going, I'm getting scared now.
Well, that's what makes this movie, I think, so appealing. I mean, it's a very tangible, possible future. You know, it's definitely something that you could see happening, and you know, and like you said, there's this war that goes on. I mean, obviously, every day in the news, there's war, and ISIS, and this and that, and insurgents, and blah 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 blah. So, it's a very possible future.
Well, it's interesting, and it seems to be the way that the society is set up. It's really based on almost like real society,
right?
Even though it gets really narrow as to what different factions there are.
Right.
How do you like being like one of the leaders, one of the brave guys, you know, in your character, Max?
I love him. I love it. You know, I'm still waiting to see where Max goes and what really makes him tick. He's, you know, obviously leader of the Dauntless, and they're known for their bravery and sort of the protectors of society. So it's fun playing sort of. We don't know if he's a bad guy or what. You know, sort of. There's a certain moral compass that goes right out the window. So
please tell me Janine gets it in the end, somewhere. Like, she's done.
I don't want to reveal that yet.
So I didn't read the books, so I'm going to follow on with the movies.
I think you'll be. There's a lot of this, and the thing is though, there's differences. I think we've taken an artistic sort of license, to the films, because the films are a little bit different than the books.
So just because you've read the book doesn't necessarily mean you're knowing what's happening in the movie story.
Absolutely not. Exactly. Exactly.
That's interesting. So what you think you know, you may not already know. You may not know anything about it.
We don't know.
So personally, in the way you're attacking the role of Max, did you have to do anything like physically or mentally to get prepared for that kind of a role?
No.
Did you do your own stunts in it, or?
No, I mean, you know, for Max, like I said, he's more he's the leader, so he doesn't have to do as much running. And now there is some physicality, some running and some shooting and things like that, but it's not you know, having to do a whole bunch of fighting. It's like it's like I always use this example. It's like expecting Barack Obama to jump out of a Black Hawk and, you know, find Bin Laden. Right. You know, he's not. He's in the war room.
Guys. For that.
He got guys for that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So he's that kind of guy.
Right. So tell us anything you can reveal as to what we can expect next Friday night when the movie comes out. Is there anything you can say?
Well, we got an array. We have an array of great new characters. Right. You know, great simulation sequences that take it to another notch than even in the first one. You know, people died that may not have died in the books, and some people lived that may not have lived in the books. So you know, so it's a wild ride.
March 20th, the film comes out. 288 million. The movie made the first one, Divergent. Right. This is Insurgent, and does the series go on past Insurgent? Like, does every faction get their own movie, you think?
I haven't read the next script, so you know, so I'm as in the dark as you.
Wait a minute, so you didn't get the next script yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
Is that a reveal what happens, though? Like, are you giving something away there by saying that?
Well, I guess so. I guess so.
I guess you're just going to have to go to the theaters to find out on Friday. Wow. That's amazing. So talk to us a little personally about how you're doing and your career's come along. And people know you from a lot of different roles on television, films. Torchwood was very good for you.
Right. We were just talking about that. Our
series was great for you. So what's coming up for you on television? Anything?
You know, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I just finished another film right after I did Insurgent. Right. And now we're about to start the next thing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next television wise. But I'm always looking at scripts, and you know, that's the life of an actor.
Right.
You know, sometimes you don't know what you're gonna do, and then sometimes you'll know that you're gonna be busy for the next 2 years.
Right.
So you know, but I'm always welcoming the journey.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you prefer films or television work? And
You know what? I've done film, television. I've done Broadway. I love it all.
you did some Shakespeare too.
Yeah, I did an adaptation of Shakespeare, a film called O, which was basically a modern adaptation of Othello.
Right.
So, you know, I love it all. I mean, you know, when you do something that's intriguing and different and fun, and you really get to delve into the character, I mean, that's the whole thing for me.
Are you a football fan by any chance? I know you're from New York City. Are you a Giants or a Jets fan?
Well, I love all New York teams, period, because I'm a New Yorker. But this last go-around, I was more partial to the Cowboys. I know you guys in Philly hate that. I know, don't kick me out the studio just yet. Just hold on a second. Hold on a second. I know you guys got a long-standing rivalry. But you got a great player that came from Dallas.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to touch on, Mike. Like the Eagles are totally different now.
Right, and hopefully, you know, because you guys got to get a ring. Yeah, enough is enough. You know, I mean, this is crazy now.
So did you like DeMarco Murray as a player?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can never be mad at someone who is the best in the league at something. In any, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, or whatever, you always have to respect that person's prowess in their game. So, but I have love for Philly too. Like, you know, like I said, I'm not an avid football fan, but usually I start to really tune in once the playoffs start to happen.
Right.
You know, but good luck with that.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Coming from a closet
good
Cowboy
luck with
fan
that. Good luck with that.
from New York. Well, I appreciate it spending a few moments to come out and talk to us here today. And the movie comes out next Friday night. Will you be in the theater when it comes out, or you got something else to do?
No, I won't. I have something else to do. I'm actually going to be in the Long Beach Grand Prix out in Los Angeles.
Do you drive?
I'm going to be driving.
Well, there's a little interesting thing.
I'll be racing in that. So we do like a 4-day training course.
Right.
And then we have the big race in April. So when the movie comes out, I'll be somewhere in Palmdale on a track.
Interesting. So how fast have you ever had a car?
Well, me personally, I've driven, you know, maybe 130 miles an hour or so, but I got to drive.
And that was on the New Jersey Turnpike.
That was on the 95. But I got to drive with Mario Andretti at the Indy 500.
That's awesome.
And so he drove me around the track a couple of times, about 200 miles an hour.
Remember that commercial he was in?
God, it was
and
crazy.
the guy was screaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy. I mean,
were you screaming?
Well, I wasn't screaming, you know.
I would have been screaming.
Effeminate. I was I took it like a man. But after we went around twice, I said, all right, enough, Mario. But, you know, but I wasn't in control of it. So that's the thing.
Yes.
And the way that those cars are designed and you're going 200 miles an hour, you feel like you're going to hit the wall.
Wow.
And the G-force is crazy. So I was just a passenger. So I like to be more in control. So at the Long Beach Grand Prix, I will be.
So are you in the car sitting right now, like we are sitting right here? And this is the great Mario Andretti.
Well, it was more tandem, so he was up front and then I was behind him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, but you know, which is really insane because there's no movement. You just got to go along for the ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. I didn't know that about you, that you were into that kind of race car thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, very good. Mekhi, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go see the movie. It's coming out next Friday, March 20th.
Absolutely.
It's a Insurgent film coming out next Friday. So good to see you.
Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure.
Bye.